Motion.
Motion by
Come back, section
Mr.
521.
Rodriguez. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Ortiz. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, revisit motion number 5. I don't know, Mr. Cancino would like to say some words. He is-
First of all, for the record, I did ask in executive session, how many applicants or how many people were?
Can you,
we cannot. Yes, yes.
So,
You cannot.
you can ask questions if you like of the engineer, his qualifications, or what have you. You can engage in dialogue if you so choose. Yes.
If Mr. Cancino can come up.
Good afternoon, board and attendees. My name is Oscar Cancino. I'm a professional engineer. I have experience working with TxDOT for the past 8 years. Left there in an early vested retirement. I've also been a consultant. I've been engaged as a contractor, consultant, and engineer. I have extensive experience in water and wastewater development projects. I've extensive experience in this area as well, before when it was La Jolla Water Supply Corporation, including TNRCC, which was the older and now replaced with TCEQ agency. I would like to offer my experience as well as program development expertise in managing large-scale projects. I understand Agua SUD is currently under development of major projects within this area for wastewater and water as well. And with that, I'd like to offer that extensive experience working with NADBank, BEC, Water Development Board, and including federal agencies, which includes GSA, CBP, and Border Patrol. I have extensive experience as well along the border region with IBWC, SELA, and proven track record of developing these projects and administer them in a orderly and systematic fashion to be able to bring them to completion and certify these projects for closure. Again, I welcome any questions from board members.
Mr. Cancino, presently, do you have any kind of work that you're doing with surrounding cities or whatever that might be a conflict of interest with Agua?
No, sir.
I believe you had another question about litigation, Mr. Ochoa?
Yeah, the question was that if you were involved in any kind of litigation that might, but the attorney had already answered that. I think we've.
No, sir. I've had plenty of disclosures with that, and actually, as a project manager for the Lower County, South Texas with TxDOT, I was actually the expert witness for a lot of mediation and deposition hearings for the state.
Any more comments?
Board Member Trevino, you can ask about the process of how he was selected to the administration if you like, because I think that's what you.
Well, yeah, but you turned me down.
Well,
No.
No.
you started
You
the
just said
comment- you started
with
the comment
executive.
with what was said in executive session, which by law we cannot discuss. But you can, I think what you want to understand and you're allowed to ask is, how was the process of selecting this individual for the engineering position? Because
Yes.
my job is not to silence anyone, that's the last thing I want to do, I just want to make sure that we're following procedure. So you can ask.
Yeah, what was the
Series of-
process as far as you taking the executive or initiative to actually do just him, and how many do you have on the list?
Okay. Like I said, it was a name that I brought up for the president, and that's the name that was brought forward to Mr. Ochoa. But that was it. I mean, it's, like I said, from Friday till now, there wasn't a lot of time. Mr. Cancino's here, his resume's here, and that's what we're presenting for this board to consider.
I need a
And
mo-
just for correction, sir, that's not Mr. Ochoa.
It's,
I'm
but-
sorry,
yeah,
they haven't
Hernandez.
moved
Yeah.
yet. That's
we haven't
Mr.
moved.
Hernandez, I'm sorry. I apologize, Mr. Ochoa. I've been here a week or
Yeah, I know.
2 days, actually.
Just money for you to get it.
Yes.
Anything else?
And anything else? Any more questions?
Any other questions?
I need a motion.
Can we ask questions?
No.
No, just the board.
I entertain a motion to.
This is Article what, 5,
It's Article 5. I motion to appoint interim director Oscar Cancino under the Mr. Legal.
Fine.
No, I mean number 5. Sorry.
executive director.
Number 5, correct.
Yes, number 5, possible action of appointment of interim executive director Oscar Cancino under the conflict of interest. How would you state that, sir?
Oh, that's right. So the
Yeah.
motion, I believe, and you could just say so moved, is to appoint, and I forget to.
Oscar
Oscar
Cancino.
Cancino.
Oscar Cancino.
Executive Director,
Interim.
subject,
Interim.
interim Executive Director, subject to a conflict of interest, check.
I move on what legal just said.
Okay,
So
I have a
moved.
motion.
Second that.
Second from Mr. Rodriguez. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? All in favor? Motion passes. Discussion of possible action to reinstate of executive authority to executive director of our SUT. Item number 6.
Intro.
Interim.
Mr. President, if I could just provide a little legal background to this item, and I know you brought it up. I think maybe a year and a half ago, there was some interest by the board at that time to take over hiring and firing of all district employees. And I think that that's become a little cumbersome for the board, based
No.
on the feedback that I've received from board members, or our firm has received from board
But
members.
that's
from
not,
some.
that's not true.
Okay, well, from some, and I think that, what this agenda item is trying to resolve is to rescind the order that the
Yes.
that the board hire and fire all, district employees, and, give that power back to the executive director. But I just wanna, I mean, again, legal counsel's not here to take any votes one way or another, it's just to establish parameters for opinions and for actions in meetings. So if that is your desire, we need to make sure that the motion is structured correctly. The correct motion would be to rescind the order and go back to what the bylaws say, which is which is full authority for the manager or executive director to make hiring and firing decisions.
Okay, so right now, he can't do anything like that, right? The interim executive, it has to be the executive director.
Or the interim?
Not,
Actually, the board does all hiring and firing.
Yeah,
Per the order, but if you wanna rescind that power from the last order that was
From
issued
the
by
board.
the board.
Rescind it from the board.
Yes.
That's right, and then the executive director would hire and fire.
Okay.
Or do other things if you wanna add to those
No,
powers.
it's just to make
but
sure
it
that
was just hire and
fire
fire, I
to
think.
So,
Judge.
so in that, if that is passed, can the board even fire the executive director?
Absolutely. The board always has the
That door
authority
over
to fire the executive director, and the board at any time can put on the agenda a review of an employee's performance. It doesn't mean that you give up authority to have that. It just means that, there's an assistant teller, who has not shown up for work for a week, and right now, the way things are, you have to make the decision to fire them, and the executive director has.
And the point of this is that, so we don't micromanage. The executive director's in charge, and he can take pretty much, if we need new people or somebody gets fired, a meter reader leaves, he can fire automatically another meter reader, and he doesn't have to wait for the board or for a special meeting to come up, and so we can hire somebody. It's important for him to have full authority over it. I need a motion to
Rescind the previous order.
re-
A motion to rescind the previous order
to rescind
As it
this order.
applies
to,
to the authority to hire
And
and
fire.
fire by the executive director.
I have a motion, I need a motion.
or y'all could say so move.
So moved.
So moved.
So move on that motion, Article 6.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Rodriguez, second by Mr. Ortiz. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Nay.
Motion passes. 2 nays. Motion passes. Discussion of possible action to assign HR Special Counsel Board President and Interim Executive Director to assist, develop, and recommend a plan of action for implementing best practices, policies, and procedures for personnel and operations. This item is, we need to keep up to date. I like to have like a workshop, especially with the board, to have presentations to come in, for us especially, because we're barely new. We have pending projects and stuff like that we need to look at. I like to have an update and new information coming in, especially the board wants that. So that's the reason why we had this motion. this agenda item.
Yes, Mr. President, if I could also add to that. After visiting with you in this past week, you were concerned about the organizational structure of the organization. You want me to review the flow chart of staff and who reports to whom. Obviously, now that the executive director is back with authority to, executive authority as I refer to it, that's gonna be very, very helpful. You asked me to start reviewing management practices, operations, human resources, training of staff, and if necessary, the board. I know one thing that was a concern for you was to have workshop with your staff at Agua to speak to y'all about what they have going on with their various departments, so that the board can appreciate what they're doing and what it is that they're gonna need of y'all as a board moving forward, and that's very important, as you explained. As we visited with Mr. Flores, there are quite a few projects in every department that he wanted to have y'all, be presented with, so that's kind of part of what we were doing. And that's the intent of this agenda item, to visit about some of that with y'all as a board, as well as with your Agua staff as well.
Sounds good.
I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Loya, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Ortiz, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Adjournment. I need a motion.
Motion to adjourn at 5:33.
Motion by Mr. Rodriguez, second by Mr. Loya, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Meeting adjourned.